So apparently I crashed. The second time it's done this, but I don't know why. It's back, I think. Hello? You guys there? It's perfect. I might need to cut into the grooves a little bit to kind of give it some. It actually fits pretty snug. The music crashed. What's up, Klasnik? Why is my music not playing? There we go. Alright, so.
Invincible.
Looks pretty good, but it's still a little stiff in there, so that's not good. think it's because the sides bevel in just a tad. The only thing I could really cut would be. No, we gotta go. See if that does it. Pretty good. Pretty good. The only thing I could probably do is put something soft on the underneath. And this pulls out, no problem, they all look fine. That's awesome. So yep, this is definitely a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And then this third sheet that I've been doing here can easily go on top, creating a third layer. And then there's still even room, probably not for one more, but probably enough to put something on top of it, maybe some filler just to kind of, I don't know, maybe even not a fourth row probably, but nothing moving around. It's pretty good. And this would obviously be another layer like this. I would still definitely need to pad the top half of this just so that this doesn't hit up against this when it's, you know, if you were to shake it. So that's interesting. So I definitely think this will work very well for $12. Can't complain. Alright, so I know I made a spot for Abaddon. That's this. I think I made a spot for Abaddon. Yeah. This is the spot I made from there. Then I had a spot for Lord Cranen. Keep it snugly in his spot. See, that's the problem with these guys. They take up so much real estate. Essentially 2 squares just for one dude. I don't even want to use them. Like this guy, he fits good in there. Turn him sideways, put that in there. He's got him have an arm, but we'll toss him in there. Just for storage at this point. I definitely think if I were to do this again, I would definitely pad the cardboard underneath. Because right now they're going against cardboard. I mean, it's probably not a big deal, to be honest. But, you know, if you want the ultimate protection, I'll definitely recommend using some kind of padding underneath, even just a super thin layer of something. Because right now, I mean, like I said, they're against cardboard, and it's probably not the best. But my goal was to get them all inside here, just so they're in a case, protected. This guy's way too big. Maybe I can cut a square out over here. And put him right there. Perfect. This actually is working out very well. If I was like nuts, I could probably get them all into one case, but I'm not nuts. Yeah, these guys, man, they take up so much room. I'm just gonna go here for now. The flamers are pretty easy to just put in a slot where there's nothing to the other side of it, and then the guns stick out a pad, but it's not that big a deal. These guys just fit snugly in there. It might be a little dangerous depending on how fragile the modules are to be like shoving them in here, but so far none of them are broken. I might not even need another sheet. Those guys are chosen. So I've got like one dude left without an arm and 2 champions. It's not really enough to like, and maybe it would be, I could just leave it like this. Just have the dudes here. I don't know. These guys would just be kind of, I don't know. And I've got a couple more dudes, like I got 4 more dudes technically. The only thing I don't like is about Abdon's claw sticking out and his sword. Everything else actually fits very well. Except for maybe this flamer. I mean, his flame gun's a little long. Maybe I'll lay him down like that. I think laying him down is probably fine. Like Abaddon, like putting a lot of force down like this might not be good. But as long as I keep the foam side down, it'll keep them all in their spot. This will be here. Very little movement, so it fits pretty snug. For the stragglers, I could probably just lay them across, or maybe cut out another area for them. I don't know. I wonder if I can cut. Oh yeah, I can do that. Hold on. I actually might have the room. There's some tiles down at the bottom that I never cut out. I was saying it would be super useful if I ever needed them. Well, there's I think 4 here, and we have 4 dudes left. Seems pretty useful to me. I can take a guy. He might need another spot. Everything fits very well. The two dudes. I don't think there's any room for these two dudes. These guys are right here. That's it. Well, I guess three dudes, but he don't have an arm, so. Three guys. I could probably fit something in here. I guess that works. So pretty much these guys fit two across, like so much space. Well, I have all this extra space, so why not? So that'd be this guy here. Perfect. Now I gotta do these vehicles, which might be a little bit more difficult. Maybe not. It actually might be the easiest one. Let's see. So essentially what I want to do I want to get a Helldrake, Helldrake's the most important part to me, in my opinion. So I want to get the Helldrake down in a very safe spot. He takes up like half of it. And then I go Rhino there, Rhino say here, Hellbrute maybe on a different layer, Hellbrute or something. I might be able to fit everything in here, but it's going to be interesting. Hey, what's up, Dark Food? Oh, you didn't. Let me show you the finished product of the cases. Like this is the next. This is going to be a little difficult, I think, but this came out really well. Checking her out. Only a little bit of a little bit of rattle, but that's probably from the guys that I just put in here and didn't really put any backing to. So third layer, not done yet, but I don't really need any more, so I just left it at 3 here. I'll probably fix it here shortly. I added little pull tabs to the shelf here, so I can pull the shelves out very easily, and then the bottom one just stays in here. So this is what the finished product looks like. There's padding all around them. Same thing with here. The only thing I'm a little worried about is Abaddon here. He kind of sticks out a little bit. I might cut into here a little bit to kind of like give his sword a spot to go into so he can go down a little bit farther. I mean, actually, all the way he can be. I don't know. He'll probably be fine. There's a soft layer on top. It's not like he's getting a lot of force on him, but I think it came out really nicely. And yeah, they're not string. They're like I think they're zip ties, like really big zip ties. But yeah, definitely super handy. I pulled it out by the foam and it like peeled off a little bit, so I had to re-glue that part. And they fit super snug, which is a good thing. And they definitely will stay in there quite nicely. The only thing I really need to do is get this a little bit. These guys just take up a lot of room. These long guys, because they're like sprawled out. But I can always I don't know, maybe put some foam over top of them before I close it. I could probably, if I'm not good enough for it. Let's see here, if I can maybe put something across the, I don't know, something like that, or hug them. No, that didn't necessarily work. I don't know, they're dudes that aren't really too important to me, to be honest. I mean, they are the champions of the cultists, but the cultists are just fodder. They're just fodder for the army. Let me just put some stuff over them. Just to keep plastic off of plastic. That way when I close this, pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna make backsides eventually, but I wanted to get vehicles in here. Vehicles are gonna be a little interesting because they fit fairly snug. The dragon takes up a lot of space, so it's really the dragon that's gonna hinder everything. Unless if I can mount these guys like this, which actually might be the better way to go. I can just mount them just like that. I just have to get enough, I don't know how I'm going to do it, to be honest. I'll probably cut around the dragon. Try that. Do an outline cut of the dragon.
Good girl. You do a little lady? All right, buddy. All right. Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you going down there? Who's down there?
I am.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hi, girl. Hi. Hi. Oh, good girl. Good girl. I'm happy to see you too.
So essentially, this is the cutout of the dragon. I think. Oh. So what I can probably try to do is cut that out and see what it leaves me with. See if the dragon fits in there nicely. So how's your day, Darkmoon? You doing good? Doing a good one? Mine'll be great if I can get this done quickly so I can play some Path of Exile. I've been craving some video games. But I wanted to get this done because I'm taking up picking up the ping pong table and people want to play. Yeah, Crimson Paw. I actually, I don't know if you're familiar with the gun cases, but I've got a pistol case that I handcrafted into my own little Games Workshop case. There's another row of the guys underneath, and there's some full tabs, and the top row still has room for more. I don't have enough people to fill it. I plan to make a back for it as well. But right now, I'm trying to store this dragon, so I got to custom make that out of this. So right now I'm just kind of like cutting out the shape of the dragon, which isn't as easy as you would think. Well, obviously you would probably know. I remember Tyranid there kind of probably in the same boat as being. What's up, Oliver? How's it going, man? Welcome back to the stream, good sir. Remember, no spamming. Nightbot will get mad.
shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad, I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We are hating because you want, shining like it's neon, rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate and play my strategy. When I turn up, them marches have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy.
Well, Crimson, I did. There's a cutout of the dragon. What I did was I put him down, and then I kind of scored where the dragon is, so that, you know, like this is cut out here, but this is just scored on the other side. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of going through and going through the my cup marks, just kind of sawing away at that, and I left it to the point where I like oversized it a little bit, so that in case I fuck up, I've got a little bit of leeway room. Drawing a line probably would have been a little more smarter maybe. And I did kind of map out, because I want multiple things to be able to fit on this. I kind of mapped out where everything would be, so I'm just hoping it kind of works. Ah, the dragon. Alright, let's see how shitty of a job I did. So this was in here. Let's see if the dragon hopefully pops right down into my shape. So if I want him down here. Actually, pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that actually is almost perfect. What I need to do now is go deeper into the second layer. There's a layer underneath. If I go deeper into the second layer, he'll sink down in there and actually be probably perfect. Because, you know, I'm perfect! No, I'm just kidding. So the real trick will be to not remove too much. What I might try to do, let me outline this with a score. Might need my light. Alright. Alright, Dark Moon. Doing that now. I actually set up my bang, followed man. I actually set up my Twitch follower alerts at least. So when I get a follower, it actually shows. So if anybody hasn't followed, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did so. That'd be awesome. You gotta test out the followers. It should have a Deckard Cain voice that says, "We have gained a new follower." One of my friends does a pretty good job at voices. I had him record me a custom follower thing. So that's pretty cool. So now what I need to do is I need to shave a layer off, leaving foam underneath, which might be a little tedious, but maybe if I kind of like essentially I probably just need to shave these nipples off. Unfollowing and following doesn't proc it, I don't think. I think it notices whether you're a new follower or not. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work if you unfollow and refollow. Because then it would go off every time somebody would unfollow and refollow. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd be greatly appreciated, man. If anybody follows right now, you get a high five, and you'll be also known as the first person to follow on the laptop, essentially my mobile stream. I'm going to be switching up to my good streaming scenario, or studio. I'll call it a streaming studio in a bit. But for now, I'm just in the basement cutting away at this styrofoam, loving life. Can't get enough of it. Gonna be playing some Path of Exile here, probably in the next, I don't know, probably an hour maybe. I don't know how long this is gonna take to do, but I'm gonna attempt to do it fairly quickly because it shouldn't take that long. I'm cutting half a layer of foam away. Yeah, ELJ, a good suggestion. So the Games Workshop cases are super expensive, right? They're like $50 to $200. This thing right here, this has about 70 units in it. Super sturdy. And I have two cases. And then you open it up. There's a top layer of foam. You've got your standard carrying case, and there's another one down as well. So it's gonna have 3 trays. I mean, you have to do a little bit of customization, obviously, what I'm doing right now. The units was easier than what I'm doing right now. And each one of these cases costs $12, and they come with the phone. My last broadcast, if you're able to sift through the hours of painting and stuff, I would say go if you're interested in what I did. There's actually a YouTube video of a guy that did it, but there's also in my past broadcast. I would say go to the last hour or two. I was doing this, and it would cost $24 total for 2 cases. That's pretty fucking good compared to, I think it would probably cost well over $200. I don't know about 200. I don't know how much the cases cost for 3 trays a piece, 3 trays cases. If anybody has an idea what they go for, let me know. Also, ELJ, if you could, buddy, I'm trying to test out my following button for my, or not following notifications for the stream, and I just set it up on the laptop, and I'm just trying to make sure that it works. So if you could hit that follow button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of cutting away. Really, I'm hacking away. I'm not even like gracefully cutting at this point. So there's a dragon that's going to be sitting on top of this right in here, and then this piece of foam over here is going to be, these 2 pieces of foam are going to be together. So this dragon little face. That should look something like that. But I've got to glue these 2 pieces together after I get this shaven down to the point where the dragon doesn't stick out. It's thick enough. I just need to shave away some of this excess foam so the dragon can get down and dirty. So if you just followed me, that means it's not working. Because I didn't hear it. Did it show? Did I miss it? I don't even know. Let me double check something here. It should work. See if this works. When I do preview equals true.
We have gained a new follower.
Oh shit, that's why. It's not in the right order. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's why. Alright. So now, did it do the sound too? I didn't hear it. Maybe I was talking when they went off. Did it go off? No, mobile should still work. Did you guys hear the, obviously you heard the one that I just did. That was a preview test. Did you hear it before? Okay. So yeah, it was just behind the other scene. Whoops. It was behind the capture of the card there. I mean, I know the test worked, but did the sound go off when he followed? So essentially, you would have heard it twice by now. I mean, what I might, I'll go through and I need I might not need a thing for this one. I might do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've got a pretty good setup upstairs. You guys can see that later. And I know, I'm sorry you guys can't see what I'm doing, but in order for me to like, alright. I'll check into that. I'll try to get this. Maybe if I move this out of the way here, then I can get. There we go. Essentially, what I'm doing here is I'm chiseling away at this layer to make it, essentially just to make it flush. I only am into just straight Warhammer. I've never played fantasy, but I do play Dungeons and Dragons, which is similar to fantasy. And I'm not superly huge into Warhammer. I mean, I like the game obviously, or else I wouldn't play it. I just have not played that often, so I can't really say that I'm hugely into it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, this is only going to be vehicles, and there will be a foam layer on top. So I think this is good. I mean, it only sticks out just a tad. I could probably go a little deeper, maybe. I don't know how much foam I have down at the bottom. Yeah, I could probably go deeper. I'll go a little deeper. I might need to go a little forward too. I'm gonna cut out a little bit more forward, but yeah, this dragon looks sick by the way. I did a big airbrush session yesterday. You missed it. I airbrushed like 70 people, 70 guys here. But I plan on doing actual painting, which I've never done before. So I can't say that I'm going to be a pro at it by any means, but I'm going to do my research on what I need to do to make sure that I'm the best that I can be starting out. I still don't know what colors I'm going to go with my army either. I want to do a fiery theme, but I don't know what colors I'm going to paint them, like each part, you know? I'm just kind of, right now, I don't want to wing it, because I'm not good enough to wing it, I don't think. I guess I'll never know until I try, but... ELJ, I would say, just from the knowledge that I know with never painting before, my guess would be you would want a gray primer. You need to prime them. You need to prime them. You could go buy a can of primer, before you paint them. But after you prime them, I would say gray for darker colors. You could go black primer with black. Obviously that would be fine. It depends on how black you want the models. I'm guessing gray primer is still the better way to go. I guess it depends, again, how black you want the models. I knew I would poke myself eventually. Pretty damn good for as much as I've cut, and I didn't even cut, it was just a poke. We're good, fellas, we're good. You always cut away from yourself. Safety first. Here, we'll go with the Russian hackup. Oh, safety first! Okay, that's still good padding. Yeah, deep black, I would say black primer for sure. If you want real dark blacks, I would say for sure deep. Get the deepest, darkest, blackest primer you can get with Chaos Black. So if there's another person that hasn't followed yet, if you could do so, I'd greatly appreciate it. I think I fixed the follower notification, and if not, I'll try reinstalling it. I don't know. This is the new setup for my, I'm gonna call it the downstairs basement area. And if it doesn't work then I'll just kind of, figure it out in a bit. I'm pretty much trying to take the most time I can with the dragon's going to be the hardest. The other two are going to be easy as hell because, they're not as intricately designed as the dragon is. This might be enough. Let's see here. Oh, okay. It needs a little bit of takeaway from the sides over here. As soon as I did that, I lost what the fuck I was supposed to cut. Okay, so right here. Yeah, Dark Moon's awesome. Oh, and Watch Dragon. We could do a stream along, or I don't know really what it's exactly called, but what we could do is we could probably hop in Skype together. Or I have a TeamSpeak. We could probably hop on my TeamSpeak, and we could chit chat as well as we could do. It's called multi-Twitch. I used to do it with a good buddy of mine that streamed Dungeons and Dragons with me, and that would be cool, because I saw the work that you do, and it's pretty awesome. So I would be down for that, man. I would be down. Best day for me to do it probably is Tuesdays, if that works for you. I don't know your normal streaming schedule, but if you're late night, then any day would kind of work, as long as it's not the 3 days that I stream D&D, because I do stream D&D 3 days a week, and that is scheduled. I cannot change those. I mean, I could change the days, but they're kind of set in stone at this point. That's pretty good. Just the spines. They stick out, but there's really nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's in there as far deep as it's gonna get, and there'll be a nice layer of foam on top. I can do a cutout of the layer on top, but I honestly don't think I really need to, probably. Yeah, there's no reason to. This will fill the case. The dragon ain't going nowhere. So that's good. Now there's the rhinos. Yeah, Darkvoon. Darkvoon. I think. I don't know if there's a. I don't know if there's a limit. Honestly, probably. I mean, what it does with multi-twitch, you link the channels together, sort of. They're not linked together by any means of. It minus just multi-twitching. If you go Google multi-twitch, essentially it just kind of tiles the twitches in your browser. So if you're on a small browser, it really won't work too well. But if you're on a big screen TV or a large monitor, it would work. But what it does is it shows each stream in its own tile, and it can probably go. I don't know how many it can go to. I know it can do 2. It might be able to go 3, but that's about as far as I know. I'm thinking about breaking the dozer off. How mean does that sound? They just take up so much fucking room, and they're just useless. Yeah, see, that's so much better. It honestly looks better too. I like a cleaner tank. It makes this process a lot easier. Yeah, this should be able to get all the way down, besides the rocket launcher. So essentially, this one's going to be super easy because it's just a matter of cut around a big square. I'm actually kind of close to you guys in Michigan. I'm in Ohio. I actually know I have family in Taylor, Michigan. I have family in Lincoln Park. I have family in somewhere north. I don't remember the name. Yay! And I think once I glue them, the two of them together, they'll probably be pretty, pretty durable. Yeah, it'll be pretty good. Again, I just need to shave some layers off the bat. And did you do any painting earlier today? Or I don't know if this is early or late for you. Codices. It's when you say plural codex, it's codices. Just so you know. What would be the best way to just remove this layer? Maybe let me just go in it. That actually came off pretty good. Yeah. I mean, they stick up a little bit, but again, there's gonna be styrofoam over them. I can cut out a slot for here if I really need to, which I would need to. These types of things. It might break under pressure, but I can cut out a little hole there. That'll be actually really good. Oh, click. Yeah, this is a. So, I've already done one. This is a Plano 4-pistol gun case, and I'll give you an example. So it's just like the standard Games Workshop. It's got a clasp on both sides. Opens up. It's got padding up top. Just standard game. It's just the same as Games Workshop. Then you also have, little trays. Put your minis in, and then there's also another, layer down here in the bottom, and I've created like these little pull tabs, for the tray, so that when you're pulling them out, pulling the foam, I attached it to the underside there, and they fit right in, nice and snug. So far, so good. I mean, it's coming out super good. It's coming out almost exactly as I planned it. I say almost exactly because this case, as you can see up top, I needed a couple more slots for some guys. I haven't got around to putting a back on this. What I want to do is cut out a piece of cardboard and put it on the back, and so that there'll be 3 total layers. Right now there's only 2, but I know that it's enough to protect all the dudes, because when you close the thing, shake it around, everything is super secure. A little bit of rattling, but I mean, obviously in Games Workshop as well is also the same way. So what I'm doing here is I have another gun case. I have 2 total. One will be for troops, one will be for vehicles, and each of them costs $12. 12. Takes a little bit of customization, but I mean, I've spent maybe, I don't know, a couple hours so far on both cases total, and to save like $100+ I don't know how much a Games Workshop 3 tray would go for. I think it's like $100 and something. You're saving so much money just by investing a little bit of time. And if you have enough creativity to paint your minis, you probably have enough creativity to do this. I mean, I've got a dragon spot that sinks down in here. He doesn't fit perfectly. I might need to cut out a little bit more to allow him some room to sink down in there and get the support he's looking for, but for the most part, yeah, I mean, he fits in there pretty snugly. Rhino, and I'm going to try to get, if I can get 2 brutes here, I mean, they will fit. Kind of. I'm going to try. If I can get like a Hellbrute like right here, and then another Hellbrute like right here, that's my goal. 2 rhinos, a dragon, a Helldrake, and 2 brutes. If I can get them in here some way, maybe I'll use, actually that's probably going to work perfectly there. And this one I can have it go this way. Yeah, I think that'll work. I would say that it would take 3-4 hours, depending on how long you, like, depending on how nice you want it. unless you're really good at it. I mean, honestly, like every single, I mean, I'll turn. This is the debris left over from everything. So this is my, I want a cleaning station for airbrushes. If you airbrush, get one of these if you don't already have one. It's pretty cool. You wrap the airbrush in hair, and you put the cleaning solution, you spray it inside here. It's got a filter, and then you can easily just dump this out. Super easy, awesome. And then like all of this debris here, this can even be reused for something. It's gotta be, there's gotta be uses for this kind of styrofoam. I mean, there's like little like peel-aways, individual peel-aways for each one of these. And, you know, there's a shit ton of them. Which makes it pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'm super happy with how this is turning out. For this vehicle case, there's going to be another layer of foam that goes on top to protect everything and keep everything in place. And this will all fit in one, like all of this. So it'll be a total of two rhinos, 2 hellbrutes, and a helldrake, all in one little home. And then after I get done with, yeah, I need to make that a little larger. But after I get done with cutting this one out, I'm going to glue, after I get done cutting everything out, I'm going to glue them together to give them more durability, you know, overall. But yeah, so far I like how it's coming out. Yeah, I don't know if they can handle paint, honestly. But yeah, I definitely scenery. Yeah, I could definitely see these being rocked. They've got little cracks and crevices. You could probably put them like this, and they would probably show some kind of scenery of some sort. But yeah, I don't know if they can hold paint. They probably can. They held glue. They didn't melt with glue, even super glue. So yeah, my whole goal this week, this is the second day that I've even started doing anything like this. My whole goal was to get Army painted and primed, or primed and painted in a base color. So right now they're all black. Because I'm doing Chaos Space Marines, and you know, they like black. It's one of their favorite colors. And red, of course. I might base my army more orange than red, which I'm sure is fine. There's probably some division of Chaos that likes orange. We'll call them the Halloween division if you have to. And what I'm doing now is I am shaving away some of this excess foam that's on this bottom layer, because I want to leave, I don't want to cut it out completely. I want to leave some padding down at the bottom here to keep the rhinos off the plastic and also keep them padded. So I'm kind of like trimming away this top layer of this with an X-Acto knife, I think is what they're called. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so if I can do it, you could easily do it if you have any kind of experience with any kind of modification to plastic, or really just any kind of dexterity work. If you even paint, I'm sure you can do this as well. Because it just takes kind of a steady hand. You don't want to cut yourself using a very sharp tool, so obviously safety first. You should always cut away from yourself as I cut towards myself. So, you know, I just want to give you guys the best practices. For me, you know, I find it easier to grab a handful of stuff and you know, I guess I find it easier to cut towards myself, but it's probably not safe. So that's what I did. I cut this kind of layer off so that what that allows is the tank to sit down lower to still have, although it looks like I might have like went on like an upscale, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna kind of get down in there and try to peel away some of this. Yeah, I might try my hand at some scenery. I don't know if I'll have enough time to do it anytime soon, but I wish I had 3 hands sometimes. Or I wish my left hand worked. It's good at doing minor tasks, but it sure as hell ain't worth anything else. I am not ambidextrous, I'll tell you that. And what I'm doing right now is just being picky. Just trying to make it level, because it looked kind of like I was doing a wheelie. Curve fell off. Yeah, this is much better. This will sit here. Grabbing a glass of water. I'm gonna move this glass of water because that is a dangerous spot near a laptop. That's a much better spot on top of another electronic. Yeah, I'll definitely probably just toss all of this this extra foam peels, and I'll just use them for something else. At this point, now I need to set down the Hellbrutes, find out where they're gonna go. Well, trace out where they're gonna go. I know where they're gonna go. There's 2 spots up here for them in the front, and that's my goal here. So I can get him, probably turn him to where his power fist is towards this cutout to get him in a nice spot there. So I can easily just go around in a circle. Come out because of his hand. Go back in. Back into a circle. And then this one here, right here. This one's a little on the trickier side, because now you're getting to the point where I have not a lot of foam left over, but I think that should do it. It's fairly close to the edge in some spots, but I think it'll be alright. There we go. Couldn't have really planned it out much better. It's pretty good. These guys need to be cut down? Yeah. Man, conference calls suck. They're actually not so bad. I don't know. I'll let you decide it. Are conference calls bad? I mean, they of course interrupt my time on the air for you, so I want to say they're bad automatically. Then you can't communicate with us, you can't talk. I mean, you're busy doing work. What the hell? God, it's already 4 o'clock. This is insane. Time flies when you're fucking messing around with styrofoam and stuff that will stick in your fingers. I expect this to only take a couple hours. Well, I mean, it has only taken a couple hours, but I've been at it for 3. Last night it took me, I don't know, probably 2. I'd say 5 hours total. I mean, it sounds like a long time, but it was separated across 2 days. And it wasn't so bad. Yeah. I had you guys to keep me company. Now one could say that time is money and they would rather just go out and buy their own case. You know, sure. But, you know, free time. You would say this is free time. I mean, what else would I be doing? I'd be playing Path of Exile. And at that point you're losing money because it's a free game and you can't really gain money from it necessarily. So in my opinion, you know, it was worth it. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. They're a company called Plano. Super cheap. It's called the 4-pistol gun case on you can find it at Walmart if you have a Walmart near you. It might not be in the actual store. I had to order mine on the internet and get it shipped to the store. So it just depends on your Walmart near you. If your Walmart has a gun shop, I know some of them do. It's a good chance that you'll have it in your shop. I cut it out a little on the bigger side, I guess, but not too shabby. This one goes here.
It's never too late to admit when you're wrong. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance.
Pretty good.
I made my choice. These drums of your voice.
So I custom made a carrying case from a pistol case. So, you know, it's a standard opens up, and it's got the styrofoam pieces that you normally put pistols in, and it came out really good. I'm satisfied, very satisfied. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take all the guys out here, and Hellbrute. And these are Chaos Space Marines. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue the hell out of it. Welcome back, Dark Moon. So I just finished cutting all this out. So now what I want to do is I want to get in here, join these two pieces together in holy matrimony. Everybody say a prayer. So now what I want to do is just let them dry. Let it dry and it'll be perfect. Came out pretty good. A little on the rougher side, I'd say, but for the first scratch test, or first test of it, I guess I'd say. I think for this, the thing I'm gonna do is put this here, just weigh it down just so it stays. Some weight on it. Praise the foam lord. That's right. Yeah, this one, man, I'm stoked with. I can remove this gun sticker. You know what I actually thought about doing for this case? I thought about like spray painting. Now, this is what it is, by the way, if anybody's curious. So the company's named Plano. It's an extra large pistol case designed for 4 guns, and you can get it on Walmart for $12. Free shipping if you spend over $30. But I was thinking of doing for the case, spray painting some kind of logo for Chaos Space Marines. I could put a stencil on here, just spray paint it, seal it off inside this area here, and then it'll look like an amazing case. It'd be sick. That's what I'm thinking, airbrush, exactly. I mean, this thing, you know, came out really good. Super satisfied. Can't really complain. A couple of guys are a little loose in here, which, you know, that's to be expected, I guess. What I do need to do is, well, I guess once it's flat like this, probably should have it face down like this so that it's flat. Essentially, it just needs to create a flat surface with the bottom or the top of them. So then I'll move around. But I think there might need to be another layer up here. Once I have 3, I probably need another layer across to fill the lid so that it creates a little bit of pressure down kind of across them to keep them still. Because yeah, this isn't filling the lid portion. There's still a good, you know, amount up there. It still keeps them pretty sturdy. A little bit of rattling, but not bad. At this point, I'm done for the most part. What I need to do now, I mean, I guess I could have thought about this before, but so I've got this stand here. I don't know if there's a place to put it inside that case. Maybe in the lid? Actually, it might be able to go like this over the dragon if this is tall enough. Which it might be. I might be able to get this in there like that. So that'll be cool. Yes, Anki, this was just a $12 gun case. Let me show you a little bit. I don't know if you got to see the inside of it, but ignore the minions that just, or the guys that just fell off. So what I did was I put these two little like carrying cases, and they come. So this entire layer of foam comes like this. They're like these little peelable sections, the entire layer. So what you can do is you can take your miniature, take it like this, and go, okay, how many miniatures is there? How many spots is it going to take up? Okay, cool. Then you can cut. You can technically peel them apart, but it's easier to cut, I found. You can cut little, like, essentially little lines like I did. So they're all pretty much in there. Some of them are a little loose. I can fix that at a later date. My goal is just to get them inside of the case, see how they fit, and they fit great. There's also another layer down below, and they also fit very well. So then I just take my little tray, drop it in there. It fits nice and snug, so that layer's safe, secure, and feels like it's just at home. And then this layer here is not done, so it's got dudes that like fall out. At this moment in time, I don't necessarily care. I'm kind of just like putting them in foam and like kind of putting them in there. I need to finish this, but my goal tonight was to just get them inside cases for now. And once essentially, I glued a piece of cardboard beneath or behind them, so it gave them an area to rest on. And I would need to do the same thing for this, so that when I laid this down, this would be another shelf essentially, or a tray, I guess we'll call them. And then once they're all in, you know, goes down, 2 latches there. There's even a place to lock it if you really need to, and then super sturdy. It's actually very well made for $12. And they also come with these sections here, because it only comes with one of those peel-aways a piece. I wish there were all 3, it would have made it amazing. But they come with these, which I had to kind of organize. There's 2 that like intertwine together, and that's what I did with here. So this is the vehicle portion, and this is a second box. I have 2 boxes, $24, like please. So I have 2 boxes, and this will be the vehicle one, and this will be the contents of the vehicle. So what I'll do is some of the vehicles, they stick out a little bit, like the antennas of the Marauders and the spines of the Helldrake. So when I set this down on top, I'm gonna make sure that I cut these little nipples away from like the spine, and the spine might rest right inside there, maybe, I don't know. But I don't want to poke off the antennas. I know for sure, like this antenna here, I would need to make a little hole for that in the lid. But everything else fits really, really well. Like the Hellbrutes, for instance, there's glue down in there, so I don't want to get glue on them, but he fits in this one here. But again, there's glue at the bottom. I don't want to get glue on them, but they essentially they rest down in there and they fit really well. So I'm super happy about it. It was worth the 4 or 5 hours it took to do it. And yeah, it came with the foam for sure. And I still got all this other foam, like all this. Let me move this off the side here. Let that dry. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to use it for, but all this other foam here, just like smaller pieces of foam to do something with. I'm going to clean up now while I'm talking about it. I'm going to put it in like a box or a bag and keep it around for. Somebody had mentioned terrain would probably be pretty good. Probably good enough. Yeah, Anki, the reason how I found these cases, I was just searching for cases and I'm like, God, they're so expensive. Like, this is nuts. They cost like ridiculous amounts of money. It was like $50 for some foam. And I'm like, there has to be a better way. So then I'm like, all right, well, what can I do? So I decided to Google cheap, or I think it was like do-it-yourself Warhammer cases for cheap. And I came across this YouTube video of this guy that bought it, and I saw him doing everything, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. That looks super, super simple. His was a little worse than mine, I would say, because what he did was he like pretty much left plastic on plastic on the sides of the rhino and stuff, and I don't think I would have done that. Or obviously I didn't do that. I don't think it's smart to do that. But yeah, I mean, I use Google for everything, man. It's such a lifesaver because there's a good chance that somebody's already done what you're looking to have happen. There's a good chance that they've done it better. Because let's be honest here, we all have our specialties, and we can't all be a master at everything. So when it comes down to it, the internet's an amazing place to find the randoms that you need to fulfill your life. Look at it, everything's in this small box. So I'm going to make sure to keep this safe, handy. And then I'll put my dice away here. so the Heldrake will be able to go in there shortly. And I'll put all my paints here. Airbrush. And I'll say the super glue. Put away the dangerous knife. What is a dice tower? Yeah, I don't know what a dice tower is. Oh, well, I kind of, now that I think about it, I think I kind of get what it means. Okay, Google, what is a dice tower?
According to Wikipedia, a dice tower is an object used by gamers to roll dice fairly. Dice are dropped into the top of the tower and bounce off of various hidden platforms inside it before emerging from the front. Dice towers eliminate some methods of cheating which may be performed when rolling dice by hand.
Thanks, Google. You guys don't use OK Google? You should. It's pretty cool. I actually don't use it too often, but if you ever need hands-free questioning, like if you're, for instance, if you're spray painting and your hands are all goofy and you don't want to touch your computer mouse or whatever, that's definitely a way to do it, is use OK Google.